What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You know, guys, I want to talk to you about, Shaquille O'Neal. And for those of you that grew up in the 90s like me, I was in 6th grade when Shaquille O'Neal came out in 1992-93 as the first overall pick in that draft. Alonzo Mourning, I believe, was number 2. And Shaquille O'Neal, he never was a good free throw shooter or anything like that, but he was real nimble around the basket. He worked on his game. I remember that series he played against the Houston Rockets, in which he got schooled, he got dominated. And, once he went to the Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal became arguably one of the best centers, if you don't include Kareem, the best center of all time. He wanted greatness, right? He won championships with multiple teams. And like I said, there was no force like him. As an older guy now that looks at the younger generation, he sees the talent in a guy like Ben Simmons. 6'10", can handle the ball, is a great defender. But Ben Simmons reminds me of a lot of black men. And I'm not saying that Ben Simmons is completely black. I know some of you guys are saying he's mixed or mulatto. He's from Australia. But if you look at Ben Simmons, he is what a lot of brothers are. A black man with a lot of potential. Okay? Who just can't do what he's supposed to do. We're waiting for him to become the guy that we think he can become. All right? The guy can't shoot mid-range. The guy can't make free throws. He definitely cannot make three-pointers. Now, he has an excellent field goal percentage because he shoots shots at the basket. And he can't get Philadelphia to an NBA championship because he can't develop. He's not a threat. He can't make open threes. He can't make free throws. You can't put him at the line. The guy's an idiot. We can just call it like the guy's an idiot. All right? He is what we say he is. He's an idiot. And at the same time, while he's not working on his game, trying to improve the things like Kobe Bryant tried to improve his, like Jordan. Jordan came into the league. He wasn't a mid-range shooter. He worked on that. Jason Kidd couldn't make open threes. He worked on that. Vince Carter became a really good mid-range shooter over his career, fairly decent three-point shooter because he worked on it. But not Ben Simmons. He's too busy hanging out with Jama. Okay? And Shaq told the truth. He said if he was his teammate, he would tell him you got to work on the game. Don't send out tweets with you and your little actress girlfriend. I don't want to see that. And see, now in today's generation, you can't tell young kids that. These young players of the day, they can't take it that well. You just can't. But you know what? I'm a little bit from the old school. I'm a younger man. I'm 40, but I remember the days of what men have to say, either you get it done or you don't. If you don't get it done, then shut up crying about it. Don't talk to me about it. And I feel that. This guy, Ben Simmons, don't have the killer instinct that it takes for him to become better. All the talent in the world. He's okay with being better than everybody else, but he has a problem with being great. And so what challenges him? He can't produce. He comes across adversity and then he shuts down. Instead of being a man and rising to the challenge. And for me in my life, I like to think of myself as a guy that when things get tough, that's when I get tougher. Things get hard, that's when I get harder. Like if there's a situation that I got to meet, I'm looking forward to that day. And many black men are like that. Many black men, for whatever reason, when things don't come easy to us, or when we have the Okay, well, we'll just give up. Well, I'm not good at that, so I'm not going to try. But let me keep doing what I'm good at. The same thing with Giannis. Giannis had the same problems that Ben Simmons had until he worked on his stuff and he ended up becoming a champion. A lot of times for you to be good, you cannot do it what makes you comfortable. Some of you guys, and I finished all my classes, and I'll share this with you. I don't really want to make a big deal of it, but that guys, ragged on me for being in medical school this long. Well, you can't say that now because I'm done with all my classes. You can save your congratulations from later, but I'm just only saying that to make a point. I came to Poland when it was very, very tough for me. All right? Sometimes not sleeping, sometimes going to class, working and building this business up for myself. But it was something I had to do to go to the next level. I was stuck in Africa all 2020 under a lockdown. Wasn't no excuse. I had to make it happen. Okay? And same thing, a lot of you black men. A lot of you making excuses. Make it happen. You're not good at something, make it happen. You don't good at math, make it happen, bro. Nobody wants to see you out here posting on Instagram and flossing stuff when you're not where you're supposed to be at. Nobody wants to hear that. I know I don't. Be where you're supposed to be at. If you're not going to be where you're supposed to be at, I can tell you what's going to happen to you. See the U.S. Immigration Office, there is some foreigner that's going to become a U.S. citizen on a green card or just on a H-1 visa, and you better watch out because those on the H-1 visas are already smart. While you're sitting around not working and doing what you're supposed to do, don't worry. Somebody in Nigeria is coming over here. They lights ain't on. They're going to be like, oh, we got 24-hour lights. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity to be here. And that's who your competition is, bro. And if you don't believe it, just keep playing. I talk to truckers all the time. Hungarians, Russians, many of them can't even speak that much English. They're starting trucking companies, making money. Then their kids become doctors. All right? What are brothers doing all the times? Playing. Come across some adversity, then you quit. Well, I'm still good at this, so it's all good. I ain't tripping. Okay. Then when you come out and find out, well, why you don't have the financial freedom to do this, you don't have that, because you're too busy quitting. You're too busy not doing what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be where you're supposed to be at. And since you're not, you're suffering. Same thing with this guy. How long are we going to keep waiting for you to do what you're supposed to do? And we're waiting on your potential. A lot of times in the black community, we get so tied up. I look at like Ben Simmons and Dr. Umar Johnson as the same person. Because we know that Umar has great, characteristics and great talent. And so we waiting around and seeing if he's going to produce, and you're not producing. You average at best. So if you're not going to produce, step aside and let somebody out there who's going to produce. Since you over here playing. Since you want to play with everybody, get your ass over there, all right? And then you stop playing and let somebody else do what you don't want to do. Since you got time, take your ass over there. Because don't nobody got time for that. And Ben Simmons, if you don't get your shit together, you're out. They don't get rid of you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell, check out the first part, pin to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high.